Hi. So first, can you tell me your name?
I'm Allan Hughes. I'm the Regional Director for the Canadian Auto Workers Local 2182, and I represent Canadian Coast Guard Marine Communications Officers in British Columbia.
Okay, so we're just doing a little series of interviews about why public services matter, and I thought you might care to comment on why the Coast Guard matters in particular.
The Canadian Coast Guard Marine Communications Officers in British Columbia have 5 centres. They're located in Prince Rupert, Comox, Ucluelet, Victoria, and Vancouver. With the budget announcement in 2012, those 5 centres will be reduced to 2. The services that they provide are regulation of marine traffic, such as cruise ships, tankers, container ships, tug and tows, fishing vessels, BC ferries. We also respond and answer distress calls from boaters on the water. Those could be kayakers, concerned citizen reports of people in difficulty, or people sinking or their vessels in difficulty. What their services, other services they provide that are vital are weather information, the observations that are taken at Cape Lazo here in Comox every 3 hours, and in Ucluelet as well at Amphitrite Point every 3 hours. When those services, those centers are combined, those services will be lost. There'll be nothing there to replace them. So boaters that are going on the water from Ucluelet or in the Comox and Powell River area, they won't have reliable weather information before they go on the waters. The increase in tanker traffic or proposed tanker traffic on this coast, we regulate those vessel movements. That center in Vancouver handles all the tanker movements in and out of Vancouver. And moving them from Vancouver, where they can actually see the harbor and regulate it from the 22nd floor of the Sears Center, is very short-sighted. And although the area is covered somewhat with radar and transponders, there's blind areas, and that's why they're located there, is to see those blind areas.
Okay, so we know that Jim Sinclair and others from the BC Federation of Labour, boaters, fishers are doing this 24-hour sit-in at the Kitsilano Coast Guard Station. Obviously, they feel that this is really urgent, and there's been a coroner's jury report that says that lives may be at risk if that station is closed. Can you comment at all on that station in particular?
Absolutely. Kitsilano Search and Rescue is the busiest search and rescue station in Canada by far. The second busiest is the hovercraft base located 17 nautical miles away. Both serve their individual purposes of why they're located there. There's approximately 300 search and rescue cases accomplished by the Kitsilano base every year, and to put that burden on volunteers who may have to leave work or fight traffic to get to a boat to get underway is absolutely ludicrous. It's akin to removing the fire department in your own community, and it's very short-sighted. Lives will be lost, there is no doubt about it. The coroner's report was very adamant about that. And this is a government that seems to be along the same lines as making the mistakes from a previous government where they stopped the Coast Guard hovercraft diving program, and there were losses of lives due to that. The people that are occupying the Coast Guard Center, or the Coast Guard Station in Kitsilano this weekend, are bringing attention to the fact that that station will close and there will be lives lost. And it's been a nonpartisan issue. Parties from all political spectrums have voiced their concerns. Unfortunately, the Conservative government has been silent on the issue, with the exception of James Lunny, who was quickly silenced, I'm sure, by the BC caucus to stop the closure.
Thank you.